This is my RISE therapy session for the core word finished. First of all, step 1 is regulation and reconnection. That's what the R stands for. And for finished, I'm going to use a rainmaker. Lots of you will have these in your instrument cupboard, your music cupboard, or your classroom. A rainmaker. And it's really lovely for finish because there's a really obvious go and finish. The idea of the regulation and reconnection stage is that we go to the child wherever they are at and just start using it without expectation that they would use it too, and just see if they want to do it. If they're happy playing with something else, then maybe we could join them doing that instead. Really learning from them, learning their joy. But this is an idea that you can use if your child isn't necessarily engaged in something else. Finished. Can be incredibly triggering for lots of our children with that kind of education trauma and demand trauma. So it's really lovely to be able to add a playful element, a demand-free element to the learning of finish to make it seem less scary and less anxiety-provoking. Now, your learners, if they're having fun with this or they really need it, can stay at the regulation and connection stage for the whole time, for the whole session if they want to. But some of your learners might be ready for something else. So meanwhile, whilst you're doing this lovely sessions, one of your colleague will step away and set up a beautiful invitation. And that might spark some interest in some of the other children to come on over and join a shared experience. This is what that might look like. I can already think of a few children that would already have run over and got inside the tray and are exploring the lentils, and that's fantastic. That's exactly what we want to happen. Meanwhile, some of the other children might be just observing, just seeing what's happening, a little bit more anxious, and that's okay too. We've got their interest. As adults, we don't want to be prompting them to come on over. I want it to be completely on their terms. No demands or expectations at all. We're just doing this really fun thing if you want to join it. The majority of the children have come on over. We're already into step 3 without even realising it. They're already having a shared experience alongside each other. Some of the learners are inside the tray, some of them are outside, some of them are watching. Beautiful shared experience. Let's move on to step 3, officially the shared experience, and go and see what that looks like. Okay, so we've had the invitation, they've come on over. They cannot resist the visual temptation to explore these beautiful lentils. Now they're ready for a shared experience. Step 3, I'm going to share out these little cups and we can do some pouring with each other. Almost replicating what I've just done with the jug, they can replicate with the cups. We're going to scoop up and, oh, finished. Finished. Now remember, this is my idea of playing with it. I want to scoop up, pour out and say finish. They might have other ideas. They might want to just keep scattering or make marks in the lentils. I'm going to be led by them. If there's a child that's making marks in the tuff tray, then I'm going to comment on that. I'm going to validate their play attempt. I'm going to validate their communication attempt. And I'm going to make marks in the tuff tray too. Wow! Beautiful way of all doing our own things, but doing it together. That's the start of having a lovely social and shared experience and tolerating each other's different ways of playing. And we can play like this for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes if we want to, as long as they're all happy and engaging in that. But the majority of my children's interest waning. Some of them have wandered off and some of them are just getting a little bit less interested. Now it's time for step 4, ending. Let's go and have a look at what that looks like. So we've had our shared experience and now it is time for ending. I can see my students' interest has started to wane. we're going to close this down, but we're not going to do it suddenly. We're not just going to add in more finishing trauma. We're going to teach our learners that there can be joy in finishing an activity too. It can be gentle, it can feel good, it can be just as visually satisfying as the invitation. The idea is I want to make the ending just as fun, just as visually motivating as the invitation. And this is what it might look like.
It's time to tidy up, tidy up, tidy up. It's time to tidy up, let's put our things away.
Once it's all done, I will model moving on and checking my schedule. They can stay here and play with the remaining lentils for as long as they want to, but the idea is it's not that interesting and they'll probably want to move on and see what interesting thing we're doing next anyway. There is no pressure to whip it away and, you know, demand them finishing, give them prompts and really be adult led. Actually, children can play, it's okay, and they will naturally want to finish and move on anyway, especially if what we're doing looks fun too, which it always does in my classroom. This is the Rise Therapy session. This is what it looks like. It's a developing program. We would love you to test it out and let us know how your kids get on with it. We really do want this to work well with everybody, every type of learner and every kind of classroom setup. So yeah, we'd love to have your feedback. The planning for this session is on the link below, and you can also join our Facebook group as well. And I share more videos like this every Monday.